In this video, I'm talking about a wireless video transmitter that sends a signal directly to your phone. So today we're talking about the Accsoon CineEye, which is a wireless video transmitter. This sends a signal directly to your phone, so you don't need a receiver. You just need a phone and this guy, and you have a wireless video transmission system. Guys, if you're new here to this channel, my name is Jevin Dovey. I do filmmaking tutorials, I do product reviews like this. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you want to see more reviews, tutorials, and stuff like that. So this is not a newer company. Accsoon has been around for a little while now. They've made a bunch of different gimbals. I reviewed the A1, the A1S, and now I have the A1 Pro, which I will be reviewing very soon. It's an awesome gimbal, which actually incorporates the CineEye into the gimbal itself. So they decided to do a standalone product, and this is a wireless video transmitter. I actually got a chance to play with this while I was at NAB, and when I left, they gave me their prototype to test out here in the wild. So there's a few things I want to play around with. I just want to see how well this works in terms of latency, in terms of distance, things like that, and just get an overall feel for, working with this product if it's a decent product. So the CineEye is an HDMI video transmitter. So it has one single HDMI video input. On the other side, you have a USB-C port, which allows you to charge the device. And then on the bottom, you have a quarter 20, which allows you to mount it to basically anything. So I'm just using a little ball head here. You can run wild with the options that you can use with this because you can mount it to anything just using your quarter 20 mount. Now, in terms of delay, it's got a very low delay, transmitting in 1080p signal up to 60 frames per second. Now, on paper, it says it can go up to 100 meters or 328 feet. And one of the really cool things, and something that I'm super excited about in terms of my professional work, is that this one transmitter can send up to 4 phones. So you could have an iPad and a couple phones, which means that my client and my producer and my lighting team could all have the video signal and all be able to look at it without crowding around one monitor, and it's all wireless. This version has a 3-hour battery life. Also, one of the really cool things about this product is that they've optimized for the heat, so it's never gonna overheat and it's never gonna get super hot. And what's cool is they have software setups so that the CineEye will find a clean channel before the transmission starts. And as the distance increases between you and the device, it's going to lower the bit rate in real time so that you never actually drop the signal. Now, when it comes to wireless video transmitters, you either have very bulky products or products that don't work that well. There hasn't really been something this size, and I think this fills a need for a lot of people. So if I was to put my gimbal on the edge of a monopod and do like a big sweeping jib shot, you can't really see the video unless you have like a cable running down the pole to a monitor, and then you have to carry an extra monitor. So this solves that problem because you could just have this in your bag and then be able to use the phone to receive the signal, which is really awesome. So Rachel came out here to help me test this product. We're gonna just do some walking. This says 328 feet, I think, in terms of distance you can go before it cuts out the signal, but I really just wanna test that. I mean, I wanna see how far you can go. There's not a ton of Wi-Fi signals out here, so I should get a pretty clean signal for a pretty far distance. So in terms of options on the screen, you basically have your on button, you have a grayscale, you have an RGB, you have your focus assist, you have a false color, which I use all the time when I'm out trying to judge exposure. You have your histogram, you have zebras, which you can set at any level that you want. What's really cool is you have the ability to add LUTs directly into your phone and then apply them here. So if you're shooting in log, you can have a series of LUTs and then use them to monitor when you're recording your footage. Now, when you go into more, you have a few other options. You have a bunch of guides. You have the center mark, you have the safe marker, you have your ratio marker. You can have your marker color, your marker widths. Also, you have a zoom in on the image, so you can zoom up to 4 times. Now, when I was at NAB, I was actually testing this as well, and we were in a place with tons of Wi-Fi signals bumping around everywhere. And when we were in that space, we were able to walk pretty far and still have a very clean image. Now out here where there's less Wi-Fi signals, you can definitely walk a lot farther, and I don't think I would ever be using this product in a way where I'd be, 300 feet away. So let's talk about the CineEye and my experience working with it. So far, this thing works very well. When you're using your phone, you can monitor your footage off of this and you have no issues in terms of delay. There's no like crazy delay, so it's not gonna cause issues when you're out in the field and you're working with it. In terms of ease of use, Once in a while, the CineEye won't pop up with the Wi-Fi, and I just turn off the device, turn it back on, and then it will pop up no problem. As soon as you're connected to the CineEye Wi-Fi, you just go into the app and it will start working right away. So there's no problems once you can see the Wi-Fi signal. In terms of distance, like you saw here, I was walking pretty far. Anytime I got my body in front of the device, or anytime that I got in behind a tree or something like that, that's when the signal cut out. But for anybody who needs a wireless video transmitter, something that is just quick and easy to use and pop on your camera, this is like a no-brainer. This works very well for its size. It gives you an awesome signal. Like I said, up to 4 phones. And if you're just someone who's out there solo, it gives you the ability to not have to carry extra gear and all these long HDMI cables or anything like that, and be able to put your camera in another spot and monitor the footage. All right, guys, I'll put a link down below in the description where you guys can check out more information about the CineEye, and I'll see you on the next one.